Yeah, we can hear you. Hi all.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, sorry about this.
Maybe I'll
That was my.
maybe please don't get back in.
All right. So let's see. We are back online. I think. There we are. Sorry about that. That was a bit weird, but we are back online and ready to go. Um. So where were
I
we?
needed to make sure I was ready.
Yeah,
It's the question.
that was the question indeed. So we are here. We have this one, and let's see. We are ready to go back online. Docs. So we were talking about the situation of the Roma in Europe, and with that we had just discussed that the Roma had aren't really properly mixed in normal society. There are a lot of prejudices going on against them, and overall, it's something we should and can definitely improve on, hopefully in the coming future. So, maybe we can get started with the question, um, what is actually, who are the Roma? What's their history? What are we talking about? Is this can either of you maybe give a small historical introduction?
I can give it.
Awesome.
So the Roma is they are at least what we know of right now because of tests with DNA. They're a society that came from the northern part of India, and they moved to the Balkans basically around the 12th century. And from there on, they went and found other places in Europe. But already pretty early, there was a lot of discrimination against them. And it surprises me that we never really learn about this at our high school or elementary school, at least not what I had in the Netherlands. And I mean, we did learn about what happened after the Second World War, or at least within the Second World War, that
Right.
Nazi Germany basically wanted to commit a genocide and also did towards the Roma society. But what we did not learn is that we actually used them as slaves all throughout Europe. And what I
Really?
know from Romania, yeah, it's kind of
My
shocking
God.
to me because we talk about other types of slavery, for example, what happens outside of Europe. So in either Southern America or Northern America or the Caribbean islands. But for some reason, we don't want to talk about how we had slavery in our own continent as well.
Right. So
And I think, mhm.
there was medieval slavery inside Europe, and may possibly even later, with the Roma being there. Wow, that's something you'd never learn on high
Yeah,
school.
exactly. And I mean, in Romania, I mean, legally it ended at 1865, if I'm right, but that's
Wow.
still, it's fairly late. And uh, yeah, but of course, it's not only slavery that we had, we also had a lot of discrimination, what we still have right now. And yeah, just overall brutality, police brutality, and just disgust towards them, which is completely outrageous that we still have it right now, at least some people.
Yeah, because it's quite a prevalent thing, right? With discrimination is strong. It's not something that is a taboo even in some places. It's somewhat societally accepted still.
Yeah, that's true. I think it also depends per region where you live. I mean, for me in the Netherlands, I haven't really felt that much discrimination that we had towards them. I mean, there's
Mm-hmm.
always this type of negative uh, connection, but for example, when I'm in Romania and when I talk with my friends or family about it, I really feel that there's a difference. You really can feel that there's this type, I won't say hate, but just disgust, which is totally unfair towards them.
Right.
It's something that we, I would say, grow with for me, I don't think that you're born as a racist or born as a person that discriminates. I think it's really about the environment that gives this to you.
Right. Yeah, of course. That makes a lot of sense. So, we're talking about a people that came to Europe during the early medieval period or middle medieval period, and has actually been here a long time, and they were always being discriminated against. That's really the take. But where did they settle? Was it mostly Eastern Europe, or Western Europe as well?
Uh,
Where?
yeah, well, I mean, in Eastern Europe for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly also in south of Europe, so Italy, Spain, Portugal, Greece.
Yeah.
These are the main where the biggest communities in Europe are living right now. You also have them in north of and central Europe, but not as big as in the southern and eastern communities.
Right.
Uh, yeah, so for example, one thing that Portuguese, like one way we can see that Portuguese discriminate against them, for example, is they are not recognized as natives in Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
If you are born in a Roma, you are a foreigner in Portugal, even though they have been living in Portugal for 600 years right now.
Really?
So
Wow.
yeah, so that's definitely one thing that you also don't really know. We just assume that they are Portuguese. We always call them Portuguese, but in paper, by law, they are not actual Portuguese by birth. Like just after when they live their lives and they want to become Portuguese.
Right. So there is actually very clear systemic institutional discrimination going on still against these people. So that's quite a shocker, right? It's quite weird to see how a continent which, um, well, for at least on paper, tries to resolve these things for several decades now, uh, and actively tries to state things like we're against systemic discrimination, right? Something we talked about last Saturday. But at the same time, you still have actual institutional differences, which is that's quite shocking. Um, interest. Yeah. Wow. So
Yeah.
um, let's talk a bit more about the earlier history, like the later history, right? So we know that the Roma have been discriminated against for several centuries now, but this really culminated in the two world wars, right? That's something that's relatively well known. Um, can you maybe describe the actual scale? I think that's really difficult to comprehend to people, right? You hear about the racial theory being strong, and that there was, of course, the Holocaust and all that horrible stuff. But I think it's difficult to comprehend. Well, it's less well, uh, the knowledge about the. Whew, this is difficult to say. The knowledge to about how what happened with these different people, right? Not the Jews, not the, but rather the other discriminated against minorities,
Mhm.
um, are a bit less well talked about. So maybe you can help us out here. And do you have some numbers available? What happened? Is there some anecdotes? Because it was quite heavy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't really have numbers per se, but for example, Portugal, we also, well, like I said, they were in Portugal for 600 years, and they also always have been part of Portugal during the seafar, like when Portuguese discovered America
Yeah.
and the pathways to India and so on. They always were present, and they always were used as a working force. So
Right.
they were not. I don't think they were slaves by law, but they were pretty close to it. And after in the 25th of April, and the revolution from Portugal against the dictatorship that we had in 74.
Mm-hmm.
They were also a big part of it. They also helped to fight against the regime,
Mm-hmm.
but after they were just discarded and not their help was not accepted. They were just put apart, and they had big hopes that would get better. That's why they helped in the first place. But after it just became worse, and well, not maybe worse, but it didn't really help them that much, and they
Right.
just get pretty much back to where they started. So yeah,
Right.
um,
So people started pretending like it was business as usual after. Yeah. All right.
yeah,
And I think this was kind of everywhere. Of course, what happened in the Second World War, it was terrible, and then people at that moment they think, okay, this is terrible, but everything and when life is back to normal, so the economy is doing better and all the other stuff, then nobody really took a look at it anymore, at least not really in depth. And you can still that going on right now, because if we did care that much, we wouldn't have this systematic discrimination against them. And
Right.
it's sad to see, but that's why we're here involved as a political party trying to make a difference.
Nice words. That's nice. Cool. Yeah. So you touch upon something very interesting, right? Because in the Netherlands on the 4th of May we have the Remembrance Day, um, which is really about mourning and remembering the people fallen in all the wars since the Second World War. And this year, a Dutch comedian wrote a really great speech. It was not a comedy, it was a really, really good, well thought out piece which brought a lot of people to tears, move them at least very well. And he touched upon the fact that the Netherlands was the first to make a gay remembrance monument, which was a place he went to every year ever since he started living in Europe about 30 years ago. Um, but there is not something like that for the Roma, as far as I know. At least I never really heard about it. So I feel that that's something that we can definitely make strides on, great strides even. Um, so with that, I think we kind of got our bases covered, right? So there is just a problem. These are people that are not well represented in regular European societies. These are people that are here, right? But they, at the same time, are not. Uh, that's a problematic, Blasef. Uh, we are Volt, don't worry.
Yeah, we are here to make a change, but I mean,
Yes.
this is the reason why we have this event. We have
Yeah.
this event between two countries, so it's Romania and Portugal, and we have both two representatives of Volt, one in Romania, one in Portugal, and then also two representatives for the Roma Society in both Romania and Portugal.
Right.
And of course, we as a political party, we want to be the best for everyone, and we want to do everything that sounds good. However, we don't always know everything, and we can't think that we are like this almighty messiah, thinking like we can save you, because I mean, Europe has tried to save the Middle East, and Europe has tried to color in Africa, and we all know how this happened. We can't think that we are the ones that know everything, and this is why we really want to talk with them and, for instance, listen one time and just listen what they need and what they want,
Right.
and this is our first step. Yeah.
So that's a let's talk a bit more about that, right? Because this is the reason you're on. There is um, a meetup. When is that, and what is it about, right? That's something. Maybe you can talk a bit about that.
yeah. It's going to be on 31st of May, and basically, like Mara said, we're going to have guests on the Roma side on both countries, and also Volt members on both sides. And basically we have kind of a new concept, try to bring both sides of the conversation and make them talk, give them a space where they can talk about the issue at
Mm-hmm.
hand and try to understand how each side could help each other, or how could we build something to achieve a better community that we are living in, because that's an issue that at least in my experience in Portugal,
Mm-hmm.
we don't really have a place to talk about this.
Right.
Nobody thinks, but like we don't. There's nobody in this right mind in Portugal that will go to a Roma community and ask them if they have problems. I mean, most of people, other people don't really care. They know that Romas are there in their houses, but they don't really mess with, like they don't really mix
Right.
with them. They're just like there, but they're not really there. And that's something that we're trying to go against with this cult, so that people know where they can talk about this, and that they know that people want to listen to them,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a big issue. Like one of the guests that I had a talk with, he told me that nobody almost really took an interest, in their association or the Romans in Portugal in general. And he was quite happy that we reached out to him, because it was not something that happened that often. And also he really thought that it was about the youth that had to do something, because the older generation is a bit harder to get the whole prejudice out of them. So
Right.
he really wanted to have like a kind of meeting hub, or kind of better a way to mix both cultures in school, maybe, and
Right.
have some ways to explain how every culture works, and what the traditions are, so that kids grow up already knowing about this, and not feeling so weird about talking with or about Romas in the future, because that's a big problem. If they don't know that community, they will probably start imagining things that are not there, and
Right.
create this and just creating a whole mess in the process.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, right? Creating prejudice and superstitions. It's something that's well documented, especially with the Roma. That they are a people with so many weird superstitions about them as well, right? The medieval folklore of the witch, right? Those weird things, and there's just a lot of separation going on, by which a lot of prejudice starts to exist. So we have a few questions from the chat. First one is Mike from Revel XYZ. So Mike, when can you vote? What do you mean by that? Also, he agrees with you, Yannick. It's something
Thank you.
that needs to happen. And then we have Wilhelm238. Thoughts on the flight of Roma from Romania and Bulgaria to the other countries to beg. My native Sweden has many Romanian Roma beggars. Okay, so that is one of the big. You hear this often, right? So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I know for the Romanians at least, we're really hurt by this. Well, not per se really hurt, but we don't really like it because it gives the Romanians an image that all the Romanians back. And that is something that was quite hard for them. I think right now, the older we get and the longer we have the European Union and the longer we're together, uh, people know, okay, those are not I mean, they're also Romanians because they born in Romania, and there's not a difference between them or Romanians. But um, it's a really hard topic to talk about, and for me, it's hard to explain because I don't want to sound like there's a difference, because there's not. However, I know that a lot of Romanians feel kind of negative because they feel like their image is being to the ground, basically, because of some Romas that are from Romania and they beg. I mean, I'm not saying that all Romas beg, of course not, but some. And then
Right.
they give this image about the Romanians, and yeah, myself, I don't really have too much of an opinion about this because I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate, but then we have to uh, tackle why are they begging? Why did they move there to do this? So I really want to go to the source of the problem rather than being sad that it is a problem. Because of course it's sad, but we have to cancel it out so the problem will not accumulate in the future anymore.
Right. So it's important to acknowledge that this happens. At the same time, we're talking about a people and not individual persons, right? So it would probably be a bland overgeneralization to infer these kinds of things. That's not to say that it's a major thing, right? At the same time, it's also good. And another thread I see here is that we need to start looking at solutions, which would be societal inclusion, right? One of the bigger reasons to maybe take away that beggar reason is maybe make sure that they are recognized, and maybe we start listening
Exactly.
to their wants and needs, right? That's
Yeah, I mean, I think nobody really wants to be a beggar. I mean, it's not that I've been on the streets myself, but I mean, it's a hard life. And it's uncertainty that you live with. So
right.
I think, I mean, we have to. It's not even I think we have to make a change, and we have to help them.
Hmm.
But this is also something that I read about, and it's possibly true. That I mean, we do have a thought about how many Romas live in Europe. But what I've also read about is that not everyone wants to register just because they're afraid to be discriminated against as well because they were
Right.
registered like that.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of problems, and all those problems basically come from this one point: discrimination. And
Right.
I mean, it's a long track that we have to follow. Right now, we can talk about okay, we want to change this, but it's not able to change in just 1 year or 1 month. I think
Right.
it will take quite so many years. My friend, I mean, actually the co-lead that I'm working on with the European Ethnic Diversity Group, and he told me one sentence, and I actually thought it was pretty nice. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon. And
For sure.
the first time when I thought about it, it actually made so much sense. Sometimes I'm too excited to think like, okay, it can happen and this and this, but we have to know that it takes time. And just what Yannick said, that it all starts with the younger people, with the older generation. It's really
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, and starting with the younger generation means that we need a lot of years until we can really try to eliminate this
Right.
deep-rooted discrimination.
So that's interesting because, of course, we are Volt. We are a very young political party. So, do you reckon we have a good chance to reach out to, especially this audience? And how would we do that? You have any thoughts about that?
I actually think we can because our message kind of shows them that they are welcomed and within Volt.
Mm-hmm.
One way to do that is actually reach out to them, talk with them, invite them to calls, just ask them what the concerns are. That's what we try to do in Volt Portugal at least.
Mm-hmm.
We conduct an association or a group and tell them, hey, we are Volt, we are this and that, and we want to meet up and get to know you and hear about your concerns on whatever topics you want to bring up. And
Right.
then we will call, we talk to them, we let them talk, because the most important thing is to listen to them because they are the ones who have to tell us what's happening, what's wrong, because they're the ones experience, And so just call them, have them a call, have a call with them, try to understand what's happening, and after that call, see how we can work together. In this case, for example, I invited them for this event,
Mm-hmm.
and in the future, I hope the more collaborations are going to happen. They also mentioned that they are going to have an event, and maybe would be interested to have some of our members participate, helping there. So there's just like there has to be someone has to take the first step and
Right.
open the conversation in order to, and then things will probably go way smoother and way easier. And that's one way I think we can reach out these communities and try to make them feel a bit more included.
Amazing. So
Definitely.
that's so cool. So you do actual reach out then, right?
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
there are. This is like you also need to be sure that you're a bit culturally sensitive and aware of what you're doing, right? And there are a few big no-nos, and the big one is, of course, how do you address these people? Because there are a lot of uh, well, wrong names in here, right? And I'm of course talking about the word gypsy, which is just a taboo, right? In some cultures. So, um, what about that?
Well, it's
Yeah.
actually.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. Yeah,
Yeah, so,
just like, for example, the N word in America and actually everywhere, you can't just use that word. It's a word that has a negative correlation on it. And I mean, probably the word gypsy doesn't have a negative correlation in all countries. However, for me, if I know that already in a couple of countries it is like that, then I mean, you should not use it. I mean, they have their own name. They're Romani people, so why should you call them something different than they are not?
Right.
And the same with the Native Americans. They are Native Americans, and if you want to be more specific, you can call them by the type of
Yeah, the
clan
Iroquois.
or yeah, exactly. And you should not just call them Indians because that's really offensive to them.
Right.
So yeah,
So, and with that,
Janik,
like,
you had
yeah,
sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
well, I like to add something because like that's actually funny because in Portugal it's a bit different. Um, we actually don't use the word Roma. We don't really know that. I never knew that there was actually a word until I started to speak in English. Because in Portugal we all call them ciganos, and they themselves also call themselves ciganos, which is the translation um, from Gypsy to Portuguese.
Yeah.
So there's like another thing that is a bit weird because when I started speaking English, I always called them gypsies. But then somebody told me, okay, maybe don't use this word because it's not so correct in English. And I was a bit, amazed because in Portugal, there's no problem. Like they themselves call themselves ciganos, and they don't really see a problem with that. So yeah, it's also a bit, yeah. We also you cannot always say that this is a bad word because it kind of depends, like all words, it depends on the connotation that you gave to them. And actually, you should be aware if they don't like it, of course. But in some cases, it's a bit up to the communities themselves to, say how, like, what is actually offensive to them and what not.
Right.
You know, because yeah, I mean, they're the best ones to understand what's hurting them or not.
Yeah, so listen, but that's we're talking about a people scattered all throughout Europe, right? So there's bound to be a huge amount of
Yeah.
differences. So in the Netherlands, you also have zigeuners, right? That's the word for it in the Netherlands. You don't really use that here anymore, though. And you often people here refer to them as people living in camp in their own little cities. Oh, give me a second. I think that Mara's cam just went off and it's back on. All good. Um, so that's of course a thing. It's just listen. I think that's what it really boils down to, right? Just listen to your people, try and include them, and see what their wants and needs are. Is that something like, is that really it? Because that's difficult to easy to say but difficult to do, of course. But does it really
yeah,
boil
because
down to that?
we first have to create the trust because
Yeah,
I could imagine that they have been let down by a lot of other politicians. So who are we to say, okay, you can trust us? Because I mean,
of
very
course.
hard to do something like that when you have been let down for many, many, many years. And um, like you tell me a story, so we as Volt, we can tell them a story, but how much value has that story to them? I mean, if you've
Of
heard it
course.
already millions of times, and it's quite hard. So yeah, it's what Yannick said. It's listening and also showing interest. but also not only showing interest to get a vote, because this is also something that can
Yeah.
be seen as okay. They have elections in 1 year, and then right before that year, they're going to be nice to us, and then when we finally get their vote,
Right. So less
uh,
talking, more
yeah.
listening, and more doing.
Exactly,
Yeah.
the doing part is something that's very important.
Less blah
Because
blah.
if you show that, yeah, you show that you really follow up on what you have said. I mean, it's a respect that you get, and also a trust that grows. And
Of course, yeah.
yeah, I don't know how long it will take for Volt, but I hope that it will be an easy process. But then we really have to show in all of our Volt countries how much we care.
Right.
I mean, care, yeah, we can talk, but we also have to do it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And the listen part is very important as well. My contacts, he gave me a very nice phrase that I want to bring. So basically, if you go to the doctor and you heard about yourself before, it's not your friend or the doctor that can say what's hurting. At the first glance, it's you. You are the one who has to say, okay, my feet is hurting because I did
Right.
that. So you really have to listen to that person because they are the ones who are feeling it, you know, and the other ones can help. They should help. They should be there to help, but they should first listen what kind of help is needed, and not just go ahead and start fixing the head when the feet is a problem, for example.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Not don't do your don't express your privilege. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's one way to put it.
Yeah. So, um, I recognize a few strands, right? We have what can we do as a society? What can we do with Volt? And what can we do right now? So, are there. We hear listen to them. Are there more tangible things? Oh, that's interesting. Vilhel238 actually asked in the chat what I wanted to ask as well. So, what do the Roma want to change to help them? Do you have an idea about that?
Well, myself, I cannot really say something. I think one of the most important things is also just equality. For example, especially in the Corona crisis, a lot of police brutality went against the Roma society, and I think, of course, it's the basic thing, just equality. Your same rules or the same attention applies to you, just like as the other people. And I
Right.
think, I mean, this is something probably very logical, and that's something they want. But for me, more, I don't really know by heart. Probably better education, better environmental structure. For example, they live sometimes in some countries in pretty poor places, so the government should change it. But of course, I cannot say this right now because I don't live in that situation, and that's why we have this event. But these are just things I can speculate myself. Just better protection for them by police brutality, because there should be none, and
Right.
just more equality regarding to them and also the people that live in the same country.
So, improved living situation,
Exactly. Yeah.
less squalor, improved education, but and most of all, it would probably be equality under the rule of law and no arbitrary infringements which just don't hold up in a regular society. No more societal segregation, you would actually say. Would that phrase it a bit right?
Yeah, and this is what I think, but I don't know
Of course.
everything, so that's why we have this call with them.
Yeah. Right. So
Just like Mara
um,
said, it's,
go
I think
ahead.
that we have to. Sorry, you wanna?
No, please go ahead.
So yeah, that's like Mara said. It's something we have to talk with them about. And like for example, he told me that if they apply for a job and they don't really mention they are a Roma, they are probably more. They have bigger chances to get a job instead if they say, okay, no, I'm a proud Roma, because as soon as they say that, the chances of them getting the job are really low. And that's another thing that's probably makes them live in this poor houses or have to beg because they're not given the same opportunities, at least according to the guests that we're going to have.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I cannot speak for them, of course. So yeah, that's why we have this call to understand and let them
Right.
speak about it.
So there's also right. We had mostly been talking about the societal stigma and the exclusion, but it's also cultural exclusion, right? That's that when they try to integrate, there are also society like cultural boundaries excluding them when they try to do that. The moment they come out as being Roma,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think this is a problem that a lot of ethnic diversities have actually all around Europe, in the Netherlands as well, with other different
For sure.
diversities.
Yeah.
And it sucks to see something like this, but it's reality, and we have to should not forget it. That's one of the most important things. We should not forget it and fight against it, because yeah, right now we do talk about the Roma society, of course, but sometimes I see people, or at least I notice that people forget that we also have it in other countries than only, you know.
Yeah. So, taking a little step back, right? Because I think we're also talking about solutions, right? We're Volt, we're solution oriented. We already said like we are going to try and listen to them, which is I think that's the only logical step to take, right? Listen to the people. So what does Volt say about this topic itself? Can you maybe explain a bit about that?
Well, Yannick, you can talk.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
go ahead, of course.
So we do have, of course, some mapping policy about Roma society. How it is, however, it's very small. It doesn't really have a lot of. I mean, it's of course it has value, but it's I think only about one article or something. I'm not 200% sure, but I know that we don't have a lot of policy regarding the Roma society, which at some point I feel is good, because it gives the other national chapters room to implement it on their own way. For example, I would suggest that World Romania should have a very in-depth policy about it and really focus on that. And for example, the Netherlands would not focus. It should, but not too much. For example, I mean, not too much, but because we don't have the same problems in Romania as in the Netherlands. That's what I mean. And I'm
Right.
happy that Volt has some policy about it, but also gives us the room for all the other chapters to implement it differently, and some chapters to do 10 times more than the other chapter, because those chapters really need to do 10 times more than the others.
Right. So that makes a lot of sense, right? Look at the context again. Um, what I also hear is that this initiative might really help out substantiate the issue more than we have before, right? That's that this is a great opportunity to actually expand on it as more of a starting point to do that rather than just leave it as small as it is right now, maybe.
Yeah, actually, our event, I want to say it was by accident, but we're thinking about, okay, we wanted to have a cross-border cooperation between Portugal and Romania, as I am also expansion lead of World Romania, and Annick is from World Portugal.
Right.
And we were looking at, okay, what type of things do we have similar? And then we found out, it's not that hard, but we knew that we have both Roma societies, and we actually wanted to have a call on a different date. However, because of some issues, it didn't work out. We wanted to have it the International Day of the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. We thought that would be a very beautiful day, but it
Wow.
didn't work out, unfortunately. So, yeah, even though it didn't work out, we
Right.
still really wanted to have this call, because this call can be a start for us to also teach Volt Europa itself, because I mean it's for everyone to watch, but also to teach ourselves on how we should create policy, because we don't know how to create policy without their help. And we hope that, of course, we can also have further collaborations with them. So
Right.
we really know that we're making great steps. And
That's super awesome. Really, that's. I think that sounds amazing. Honestly. Um. So I think that there's also a question of are there other questions from the chat? So people, do you have questions for Yannick and Mara? Do you have thoughts about the Roma? People you'd like to share? Um, Maybe you'd like to help out? Be sure to follow the Facebook event Draco shared in the chat, and follow our guests on Twitter. Right, be sure to do that, of course. Big shout out and thumbs up. Thank you for being here as well. And I think that we're also going to move over slowly to the next step of our stream, which is we're going to start up our Among Us stream slowly. Maybe you'd like to do some concluding remarks because from earlier experience, we can say that Among Us is a bit more difficult to talk about themes a bit more in depth. So is there anything you'd like to conclude? And I also see a question from the chat. So what you'd like to do first? Let's do the question first. So we have Wilhelm238. Do you think Roma should be integrated or just be as they want?
Well,
Ooh.
I for myself believe that we should let them decide that. Of course, none of them want the same thing. Some of them want to stay in the way that they live, for example, nomads, and that's okay. Other ones want to live in a city and have a regular job and work from 8 to 5, and that's also okay. I don't believe there is a united solution for this. It's really come down to the individual case. If how much do they want to be part of the Portuguese or Roma community or Romanian community, or if they want to stay a bit more in their natural cultural state, um, or well, do something else. Seems
So
to be
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
yeah, I agree. Oh.
Yeah.
I agree
So
fully with Yannick, and then especially if they do want to be integrated, I feel how you want to say that word, then we should do everything to help them and make it possible for them. Because it's one way to say that you want to be more involved with a different culture, and this other way to actually make it happen. Just like Yannick said a couple of minutes ago, that if you say that you're from the Roma society, sometimes you don't even get a job.
right.
So yeah, it comes from both ways. We can't expect them to make a switch if we don't allow them to make the switch.
Right. So playing devil's advocate here, right? You say they should be able to choose themselves. I think that makes a lot of sense. At the same time, won't that also permeate the issue and then just lead to a maybe a one-time moment of integration, uh, but at the same time, due to that group being remaining isolated because of their lifestyle, won't that maybe also lead to a permeation of the same issue over time?
I
Well, that's what I think it comes with education in, because if
Mm-hmm.
they are raised in school how to yeah, live with this kind of well society, they will know how to do it later when they have to. Because yeah, right now it's a bit yeah, we know that they are there, but we don't know what do they do exactly
Mm-hmm.
in Portugal, for example, and there's no communication. So, I mean, yeah, even if they want to join us, or even if one of Portuguese want to join their community, which could also be, it's not going really to happen because no one knows how to do so. And yeah, I think if it's really well thought out, if people are aware since kids how things are, it's easier and there won't be that much seclusion. Even if they want to live more in their own community and not have that much of an outside influence on them, um, it still be easier to live together if we are aware how and what's happening there, or them with us.
All right. So then it boils down to making sure that Roma children and regular children go to the same kinds of school and just start talking with each other and integrate. So mandatory mixed schools? Do I need to go look in that direction?
I would not call it mandatory, but just
Mm-hmm.
giving the real possibility to go to mixed schools. I mean, I don't know how it's in each country, but for example, some countries it's harder to go to this one elementary school than to other in other countries. For me, in the Netherlands, I could choose any school that I want to, but
Right.
I don't think that it's in each country that you can just choose which school you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we make it possible that all children have at least the choice to go to a different school that they want to, and so that all the teachers in the school are at least open to discuss, because it's, I mean, the children can talk, but then it's also the teacher that has to have the mentality to be open and want to do this, because the teacher, they make the children basically. Your parents are with you, of course, but teacher is someone you see almost every day, and then also for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So maybe yeah, many more questions maybe, but how about we also slowly round up? Is there some concluding remarks, like something you forgot to ask? I forgot to ask. You want to tell? Something you'd like to say?
Like you said, there are a lot of questions and things that have to be said.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say maybe join in for our next event so that you learn a bit more and also have the insight of the Roma people,
Yeah.
because that's what's lacking right now with just our opinions and what we thought, what we think should be. But it's all actually different when we listen to them and have them actually talk about it and have them giving us solutions on this whole thing.
That makes a lot of sense. Awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. Yeah.
All right. So with that, I would say we slowly start up our game, and let's do some amazing Steam chat. Oh yeah, let's do it, Steam. Let's get that installation up and running. Amazing. So are you two set as well? Are we ready to go?
It's loading.
It's loading.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sure.
All right. It is also loading for me. And with that, of course, we have this one. So I am going to ask Draco. Hello, Draco. Are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. Are you
Okay.
ready to go as well?
Yes, absolutely. You want me to host or do you want to host?
I think it'd be nice if you could host.
All right.
Maybe it's been a while. Maybe I'll screw up the configurations, and then I don't want the whole audience to be mad at me. That'd be so sad. Don't hate me, people. I just do what I need to do.
So you'd rather have them be mad at David?
No,
Fantastic.
Well, no, of course not. Draco is an experienced person. He is. He's our Among Us connoisseur. How can he screw things up like this? You know.
Okay.
Awkward laughs. Perfect.
I love the internet.
Let's see. How do we? Hey. Oh no. What's going on? Magic Mike. Yes. Sign in, Magic Mike. Do it. Yes, I have successfully signed in. So, what we're going to do is switch to our in-game. And we have a special one set up just for you. And here we are with our pretty game screen on top of me with Mara and Yannick on the sides. But they won't share their screens. That's not okay, because then I would know who of them is the actual...
Murder.
actual... Exactly. Oh no, I did something stupid. Oh, of course I did. Sometimes. I need to get used to the fact that I am. Yeah. I'm old, people. I'm old. You know, I'm 29 now for the third time, and I saved my 30th birthday until the moment I can actually celebrate it with a huge party. But at the same time, I cannot lie. I'm growing older, and I get more. It's getting more difficult to keep up with you youngsters. Sorry.
Yeah, I have the same problem, and I'm only 21. Holy shit. Goes way too fast. I feel like a grandma. No, that's an insult actually to them.
I do want to go out at one point again, and oh man. At the same time, I don't want to talk about my first experience with Discord, which was luckily a while ago. I can actually say I'm a bit more aware of what's going on there, but my first time was a bit of a drama, and I feel so ashamed because I work in tech, and it just hurts, you know, it's painful. So how's it going, Draco?
I sent you all the invite code.
Awesome.
You have to enter that
You send an
for an
invite.
online match. Check
Did
your
you-
Discord messages.
It's a Discord
I'm
message.
alright.
Amazing. We have also I hope by asking if he can join. Which I'm sure should be okay, right, Draco? Let's see. I am
Yes,
just
I'm adding
looking.
him.
Amazing. So we have here.
Hello there, Carlo.
Hello.
Oh my god, I have voices in my head.
Someone took purple.
Enter game. Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
I am doing great. I had a nice learning group about the European welcoming. It'll be very interesting. You're gonna hear
Ooh.
about it in like a month or two.
No spoilers.
Exactly.
All right. Yes. Oh, it's my cheesehead again. Oh, I am a cheesehead. Ha. That's a pun. Yes.
Alright,
I am,
whom are we missing?
I am a cascop. Where is... We have Jen in the background. Hello, Jen. Are you ready?
No. But I'm going to be soon.
Amazing. Okay, so I love the customizing options in this game a lot because I can be the cascop that I always wanted to be, and I really am.
Privilege of being Dutch.
I am. You know, it just makes so much sense to me. Also, the white pants. Like, the only thing I would really like to have is like Adidas shorts with slippers and white socks, and then
Wow, that would make you Eastern European. Okay, no.
that's fair, but it's also that's true. That's cultural appropriation by them Dutch youngsters. It's actually really big with my nephews. They're around 20, and they like to wear that. That's very funny.
I do have to admit, I mean, like joggers, they always sit nice, especially in the pandemic. I feel like I haven't worn really normal pants in such a long time because I'm a student and all the things that I do is online in my house and
Right.
outside. Yeah, I can't really go outside because first of all the weather is really bad. Second of all, what can I do outside? Nothing.
That's a
And,
thing.
I mean, I went to the beach with one of my friends and also went to the park with my dogs, but otherwise really doing a lot of other stuff, it's really possible. So I mean, right now I think because things are going open, but then I get so frustrated about people that don't know how to wear a mask, so going outside and seeing that's a trigger that I don't want to
That's fair.
basically.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we have 9 people in now. One more. Amazing. I hope everyone's
We
doing well.
can have one more.
We can also just
The
go.
important part is everybody from among our guests here is actually in. That's the important part.
Yeah, I think they are right.
Fantastic.
Wait. We have Yannick. Are you in as well?
Yes, I am. I am Slick Juice. I did not change my name. Sorry about that.
All good.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, then I think we start.
Perfect. Let's go. So we also need to use the chat today, right? Because we have people who aren't in the voice chat.
It's Yannick, I know it.
It's nuts.
Hello, everyone.
If you guys could see, that was my roommate. He just brought me the charger, but not the PC is dying.
Yes. Oh, I hear. Oh. Ah. Where's my mouse? I feel so.
Sorry.
Oh. There it is. Amazing.
Okay, I'm a bit lost, but let's try to.
Ah.
All right, already.
I am
Need more
dead.
attention.
It was so
So
painful.
I found Mike, buddy, just under electricity. It was interesting because I passed through magma and I saw on the screen that he was dead. So it was nice to see him actually on the floor. But I didn't see anyone except for Draco running from that direction towards that screen, away from the dead body.
But I was just running from one task to the other. People are writing all the things in the chat. Daniel was fixing lights. So cool. I was going to Lies Blue saw me near dropship. Where's the kill?
Where is the kill? The kill is electrical work. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm dead. Dead people don't talk. They can only perform, right? Because gotta work after death.
And it might be Daniel. Because I was walking to the electrical work and I saw Daniel moving away, but it would be stupid for him to kill me because... Oh no, because I can't talk. No, it would actually not be stupid for him to kill me. I don't know.
Interesting stuff here. What all is going on?
Well, I would say just vote Carlo, like, because we all know it's him. Yeah. This is the classic Carlo move. So yeah.
But no, because this is a sneaky move from you. Because just vote Carlo.
Well, I just left the dropship.
And I mean, your name is Slick Juice. Come on.
Very sus.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Harsh words been spoken. So, Vision for EU, was it Carlo? It was definitely Carlo, says Vision for EU. That's a thing. Unique acting all sus. Ooh.
Oh.
But the voting has been going on.
Oh.
Yok is skipping.
Okay.
And we have 1 second proceeding in 4. And I think that...
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
No one was ejected. Ooh. But what is going on now? Yes, it is little Mikey the Ghost. That's like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I will be henceforth be named Mikey the Friendly Ghost. I like that.
I'm all alone. Oh boy.
I like that. That's so fun. Oh, but now Mikey the Friendly Ghost can do some manual labor because, you know, it's what I like. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Yes. Bish. Oh yeah, I have my O2 canisters and another one. Why would you fill O2 canisters? Oh, what's going on?
I just saw Jennifer went. I was down next to the main control room, and she was the only one with me in the room, and she just disappeared.
Heavy words. Jen.
I mean, what?
Sorry,
was it
but
left?
I feel a little bit accused, you know, like this is a classic he said, she said situation.
I mean, fair enough, but I saw what I saw.
Ooh, oh, chat. Open the chat.
Jennifer, what you said wasn't quite a defense. Like,
Yeah, no, it was not.
I mean, I was well.
he didn't
because
say it
obviously
wasn't
I
you.
I mean, I was obviously shocked. Like I didn't expect Yannick come at me. You know, we literally just met. Like, I'm offended.
I mean, yeah, still like I have to play the game. So yeah, if I see somebody venting, I have to report.
Yeah, so Yannick, you probably also have to do the chat in the chat.
Yeah, I cannot actually write for some reason. I'm trying to understand why. So that's a bit hard.
Well, we can translate it. I think Draco's doing a very good job.
Thank you, Draco.
Yes. Voting for Jen. Ooh,
Yeah,
you are being voted for, Jen. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, okay. I don't know who
I am
it
sad.
is.
Everyone is voting. And 2 remaining votes. This is exciting. What's going to happen? Is Jen going to be murdered?
Ejected, not murdered. Like, what is this?
No, dropped in lava.
Oh, sorry, dropped in. Yeah, okay, that's. I'm sorry. When the law is applied, of course, it's not murder. It's it's tribal law.
Okay, that's pretty.
My God, I really cannot lie well. Like,
Let's go.
Nice.
It was very beautiful.
it's just so sad.
Okay, I'll just go with Carlo. Stay with Carlo. Hope that doesn't kill me.
Shush.
Oh no, smelting. Yes, it was a very. I have to say that they really did a good job with the sound. Oh. Oh no, it's a problem. I did a dum-dum. Come on, Mikey. You can do this. You learned this in elementary school. Yes! I'm a good boy. Alright, so... the sound effect of Jen being dropped into the lava was quite epic. Like, literally... It was literally just a little pop. That made me giggle a bit, I have to admit. Oh, another emergency meeting.
Alrighty, so I saw Hund running from down of the map upwards after we had the emergency at the top. So I wonder, why did Hunt not go and help us?
Oh, write in chat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Smelting. Also, Jen, I would never appreciate that outside of this game, right? You know this, right?
I know, but still.
I saw you running from the command upwards after the alert.
Pretty silent.
This is
I think it's quite suspicious.
This is quite suspicious indeed. A conundrum, I dare even say. Oh, and the voting has commenced. People are convinced by these harsh and truthful words. It doesn't take a lot to convince people. It's scary. I'm worried. I'm really worried about tribal law. Like, I really see some Lord of
Why
the...
would I ever lie?
I really see some Lord of the Flies things going on here. That's scary.
The scariest thing is that we have only completed like 2 out of 7 bars. from the task.
I know, right?
It's really bad.
I know. So, question here for you, Mara, because you kind of studied law, right? Or you're studying law, right? How does this tribalism make you feel? Does this hurt? Is this painful?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, Hunt.
Ooh, I got voted.
Okay.
Well, in the Netherlands, we always say it depends on the.
We won.
Yeah.
Very well played. Very well played.
Victory!
Woo!
Amazing.
It is a victory. Amazing. Yes, let's play again. Oh, thank you for the join. You're cool. That's really cool. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so let's see. What do we have in chat? I still am a little Magic Mike with my orange tracksuit and my cheese on my head, I think. I like this. Which voice channel do I join is the question. I'll just pull Jochem into the chat as well. Although I would like to ask everyone to remove their camera aside from... Oh, wait, no. Can you turn... Yes, exactly. Perfect. There we go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
And how are you? Are we ready to go? And let's see... Which started niemand. Oh yay, cruel
There was
bike.
an additional person asking for the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they join. If they don't, within the next half a minute, then we just start with the
Okay,
same
so
amount
let's do a Congo line then. I think I would like to do a Congo line. I'll start.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
I am not going to do that.
Do the Congo line.
Congo.
Thank you. I love this. This made my night very happy. Jen, join the Congo line.
Join.
Oh, I hope this gets screen captured because this is one of the best moments.
All right, we're 10. Here we go.
Oh yeah, let's start. Now don't peek, people.
I wouldn't dare.
Yes.
Do you have something to hide?
I mean, I'm called Magic Mike. I never reveal my tricks. But that's okay, you know. I'm gonna just chill out and have a good time. Work my Magic Mike. Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Oh no. There's always that joke that some find very funny and others not at all. Yes, this is of course a thing. Oh, someone left the game.
Oh.
That's sad. Alright, let's see. There's a hole in the ground. And...
Ooh.
Jen, what were you doing on that body? In weapons.
I was shocked. I just found David.
Oh, yeah, that's why you were walking away from it.
Walking away.
I literally just walked into it and I saw you standing on the body, and then you walked away, and then you walked back, and then I reported.
So can we also tell the people who aren't in the chat that what's going on? So who found it? Who found what? Yes, Jen in weapons. But Jen is sus. Happily walking on the body. Traipsing, I might even say.
Well, I think I know where he's going.
I mean, I work in marketing. I should be able to lie so much better than this.
That was not very
So sad.
I mean, you could have gone with I was looking for the report button.
Yeah.
You know, it's like ignorance is better than culpability.
You could have said you
Yeah,
just
that's
wanted to steal my
true.
top hat.
Yeah. Or
Well, I don't have a hat face, so you know.
Ah.
or maybe you could have pulled the Chewbacca defense. Yes. For the people who've seen South Park. Well,
Just
Jen,
don't we all know what's going to happen.
you need to vote. Don't prolong the inevitable.
No, I don't need to vote.
Yeah, you do.
Where do I do that?
You don't have to vote if you can kill them.
Aww. Okay, let's listen to the pop. Aww. It's
Nice.
I mean, I have to say, Jen, you did a very nice Terminator 2 reference right there with your thumbs up in the lava. That was that was cool. That's been a while. Wow. Is there anyone here who hasn't seen Terminator 2 Judgment Day? Like, now I'm genuinely
I didn't see
curious.
a single one. I don't know if I was even born.
Well, that hardly matters.
When was Terminator made?
Terminator? When? I think in '92.
Yeah, half of us didn't exist back then.
Well, that
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
time.
I've seen a lot of movies from before my time as well, right? That's that hardly matters. And I've seen a lot of movies from my time that I should have watched but never seen. But fair enough. So you haven't seen Arnie saying "I'll be back." That's painful, man. You should. You know. Oh.
Yeah, I
there-
just saw Carlo dead. So like I was going to report, but then Cruel Bike came first. So no idea. There was a vent like a hole next by, so I think he vented after the killing.
All right. Ooh.
Or it was Cruel Bike. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Is he talking in the?
I've been in office this whole round. Why
Yeah, I
though?
was just checking vitals and the...
Why though?
I'm done with tasks.
Oh, well, that was quick.
Okay. Interesting. Done with tasks. Fair. Checking vitals. Slick Juice. Kill Draco.
Oh, that's not even possible, but okay.
Why is that not possible?
Because I was not even next to him.
Okay. And we have.
I don't know, like it just seems a bit too weird. Cruel Bike.
Cruel Bike.
Reporting it, yeah, no. I think I'm going with him.
By the way, Mike, I think
Yeah?
our guests are a little bit cropped in the live stream.
There's a bit of a. Okay. I also. I'm going to vote for Cruel Bike. It seems a bit too arbitrary for him to pull this one. But there's corruption. Yeah. Oh, with the cam. Yeah. What's going on is Mara's cam was off. which makes the cams disalign. But let's see. Mara, are you available on cam, or are you just well, anyway, let's see if we can maybe change that up a bit.
I'll replace the video in the meantime.
You do that.
I must admit, I'm not quite the Mara here, but I'm also
like-
a nice talker.
Well, that's
Seems
good.
like Mara had a connection issue, but we have Isaac now in the voice chat too.
Ah, hello, Isaac.
Hello.
Ooh.
Ooh, a discussion. What's going down?
Ooh. Oh, but she's not in the voice chat, right?
All right, so let's see what is going down.
Vote
Mara has
oh.
to explain. What? Why? I will just do my tasks. I have witnesses. I have witnesses. I have witnesses, people.
Who then?
Yeah,
Tell me.
Mara, you're being way too weird about this. You're going down.
Ooh.
I was with Daniel, and I think with just something. There was somebody else. No, it was Cool Bike. It was the two green ones that were with me. And they can say I did not do anything wrong. So yeah, Mara, I'm voting you.
Interesting. So, honestly, I don't have a clue what's going down here.
I'm just gonna skip. There's multiple people shooting one another.
Yes, I'm going to skip too. I don't know about this one. Ooh, Slick Juice is suspicious. Interesting.
Well, kind of not the argument.
No one was ejected. Interesting. So, Carlo, do you still want to turn your cam on? It'd be a bit nicer for...
Surprisingly, it is already on.
I don't see it on.
I guess it's your setup.
Oh, it is my setup. My bad. My bad. I turned it off.
Hi.
Hello, hello. Give me a second. There we are. We are no longer cropped. Perfect. Yeah, oh no. It's dark. It's so scary.
Boo.
Oh, it's like the start of a horror story. There we go. Oh. Ay. Yes, let's stick together, people. I see. Okay, so let's see what's going down
Where
here.
did Mara go?
Where did Mara go? So we have Crew, Bike, Slick Juice, and Daniel. Oh, give me a second.
She's in the
Yeah.
meeting, like the main room.
Yeah, gotcha. And there you are again, Mara. You should be in there.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, so why did you not vote on? I swear, Janik was an imposter. I saw he was following me the whole time.
I mean, he's right here with us four. Where are you?
I am. First of all, I was trying to fix my Discord. I'm in the office right now. Wait, let me put my camera on. Is it putting my camera? No, that's the wrong camera. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Oh, that's me. Hello.
Hello.
Now you're all with me, and now I can finally walk. And I'm sure Yannick is the imposter because he was following me. He wanted me to be alone, or he's in love.
Where is Yannick? Where is Yannick? I think.
The second one.
Yeah. Okay, it's Yannick.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's Yannick.
Mara, did you change the law of gravity?
Sideways.
Okay, so where's...
I have to fix my phone. Hold up.
Give me a second.
Is it working? Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
There's no crisis anymore. We can't do the crisis anymore, so we need to fulfill the tasks.
Okay, have someone following me?
Yeah, perfect. So I've done all of my tasks.
Holy smokes, I haven't.
Fantastic. Then you can readjust the videos maybe once again.
Oh, there we are. Mara is going to turn on. Yeah, there we are. Perfect.
Yannick shows all his roles.
Our roles.
Oh, it's Mara's roles over Yannick's video.
Wait, what am I doing?
In Mike's feed, he must have clicked on
Oh,
Mara's
my bad.
profile.
Yeah, gotcha. Oops.
What?
Should be better now. Yeah, nothing. All is well. All is well in the world.
Let me go back to the game. Okay.
Go and sleep in peace and quiet. But we can't do an emergency meeting anymore.
Oh.
Hey, there we are. Alright, so I'll type this out. It's Slick Juice. He caused a
I mean, I was with you guys
disaster.
the whole time, so...
No, you weren't. You were gone for a moment to cause an emergency. I'm sorry, but it's very, very clear.
Oh, that's no argument. I mean, Mara was a long time away, so... I mean...
Because why? Because my computer said no Discord for you anymore.
Yeah, that's too convenient. Mara.
I was standing the whole time in the office, and besides, I thought you were suspicious before. Nobody voted. No surprise. And you are the imposter.
No, I mean, I'm kind of...
Well, that went well.
Sorry, I did my best. It didn't work out.
You, well, Mara, you really, you were right, and we should listen to you more.
You should trust me.
Yeah, well, we did trust you. Now, but now there's a new round, and we can't trust anyone because it's a social game.
And now I'm in the game too.
Yannick, you were too obvious. You should not follow everyone.
Yeah, maybe. Well, next time, I'll do better.
Exciting! It's a new dawn. It's a new day, and we're going to, yeah. Oh, come on! Yes. Oh, amazing! I did what I needed to do. There we go. So, how is everyone's COVID time doing? Oh.
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 I have found orange just under office.
And I was with Mara near the teleport, or just near the laboratory.
Yeah.
I was in the rocket.
Okay. I'm in specimen. I saw Daniel there. It's not Daniel.
No, it's not. I've seen him as well.
Yeah. So
I came from office.
Oh, Daniel's saying that Josh Cool is the one suspicious.
Josh Cool is sus?
No, like he came from the office.
I did not see anyone else there.
So maybe we can do it with by means of exclusion. So
Or we can skip votes.
Yeah, true.
We can, but what's the fun
Because
about
if we
that?
kick someone out now, and we are by accident kicking out a true
member,
player, you know, we'll make it easier for the
Okay,
imposters.
but let's
Yeah,
not forget
true.
who was not the imposter. Perhaps that's a good idea. So it was not Magic Mike. It was not me, as we saw each other doing tasks.
Yeah.
I think it's also not Daniel. I think I saw him as well, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Okay, but also
Jennifer
there's
didn't
only
do
one
it either.
kill. So one of the imposters didn't kill anyway. So
Yeah,
we can't
that's
for
true.
certainty say.
That's true,
Okay.
of course.
So, what is the best option to do?
Skipping the
I'd say
vote
skip
in
now,
this case.
but at least it's interesting for this one.
Oh, come on. Voted.
Did you vote? Ooh.
Oh.
No. Well, nobody's being dropped into lava, at least, you know.
Yet.
So sad.
Yet.
So sad.
I can
Tom,
tell
Tom,
you it's not so
Tom.
bad.
It's just the first moment, right? Just it's like putting your feet into the water. At first it's a bit uncomfortable, but then you don't feel anything anymore.
I mean, well, yeah. Quite literally.
Oh, I do like my cheese. I love my cheese
Just for the
face.
message, we have a new member that signed up in Volt Poland.
Really? Congratulations!
Nice.
Oh, come on, lasers.
Oh, another
Where?
one.
Yes, I died.
This was like 10 seconds ago or something because I saw it on Vitals.
You know,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
it kind of hurt even. Like, in my soul.
Where did you find it?
I was next to that rock, like not the rock, like the dropship thingy, like with a tower with a ramp. I don't really know how to explain.
Oh, okay,
like just
okay. I saw, because I was back going to the thing on the top right, the laboratory, because I was not done. And I saw Yatoch in that neighborhood, and I think also I saw Cruel Bike around that area, but they did not kill
Oh,
me.
yes. They were in that area because I was passing by. I don't know this map, so I'm just wandering around aimlessly most of the time. And I saw them too.
I think it's Cruel Bike just because his name is not nice.
Well, I mean,
That's some stereotyping going on. Ooh.
yeah.
He
Mara.
was there, he or she was there.
That's fair. So, Mara says Cruel Bike is sus. There we go. Oh, says. I made a typo on screen.
Bike or skip.
I mean, if you're not going to avenge my death, it would hurt even more. my death hurt.
Oh, by the way, I can prove that I'm innocent because I can do the asteroids task. And then you can see that I'm doing it.
Wait, who are you?
Jarko.
Oh, okay.
Lime. Not lime, cyan. I can. Okay.
Cyan, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
It was a close one. Oh boy.
Ooh, exciting.
I can tell you, it was not me.
No. Well.
Something someone who kills someone would say.
It does sound very much like that, doesn't it? Like there's...
Also, how does the power task in communications work? I don't know.
There's literally that song by Shaggy, right? Wasn't me. And then it was him. It was him. He did cheat on his wife, on the counter, on the sofa. What was it again? Caught me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door.
Can someone tell me where I can take the coffee because I haven't found it? Like the slick juice. I see you. Can you help me? Because I don't know what to do. Because I pressed on this thing, like the sample thing, but I don't know what I have to do more.
You have to. Oh, how was that? Oh damn! I cannot do this task actually, but like basically you have to choose between the samples until one goes down. I'm not sure how to do that actually.
It tells me you don't need to wait. But what the fuck do I have to do? Because now I can't finish.
Oh no, like I think it's the time, like you do the first part and then it just does on its own and then you have to go back or something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. I see it counting down. It says 6 seconds now.
Yeah, okay, then that's that, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm wrong.
That's a waste of time.
Exactly.
Inspect center.
Also, this cyborg tree fascinates me. What would it think?
I have to do it again?
Oh no, there's an emergency going down, people. There's an emergency going down. But I don't have hands and I can't.
I have other emergencies that I have to do.
I don't have hands.
Oh well, let's go back to the task.
Yannick, do your homework.
What do you mean do my homework? Come on, man, I'm working. Oh.
Playing hide and seek here. Playing hide and seek here.
I just have to find where my task is because I have no idea. Opening map. Oh, okay. It's done.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a little corpsey, short and stout.
I saw that too.
Yeah. Something's going down here.
Oh.
A lot of dead people.
Where was it?
Yeah, stuff is down. Where was it? Wasn't Daniel? Purple walked away from the body. Ooh, Purple. Mara died somewhere in the middle. Mara in the middle. Wasn't that a show from the early 2000s?
Malcolm in the middle, yeah.
I love that show. It's really good. Avenge me.
Avenge me.
And we have Guimaraes saying in the chat, don't trust Yannick.
Oh, no, don't trust that guy, don't trust that guy. I know him, don't trust that guy.
Oh, no harsh words against Guimaraes. He's part of my team. And I will stand up for him.
Oh, I mean, he's part of my team too, so I mean, this is quite
there we go.
Conflict of interest.
Green and white were close nearby. Vote Draco. Where?
Like nearby, like near the corpse. What does that mean, nearby? Like, nearby where?
I mean, I can now go into my tangent and say I'm a ghost, and axes don't really have meaning to me anymore. Location doesn't mean all that much. I am whole with the whole universe, right? I've transcended this physical realm. And Guimaraes goes on and says, "Don't trust Yannick. He makes a lot of subversive memes." Is that true, Yannick? Are you responsible for the Kiwis? Because I feel
I might be or not. I cannot answer that question.
I feel that this is something that needs to be addressed. I believe that the European board even started to involve themselves on this.
Oh yeah, they did. But we need. I think we need to bring this to a GA because it's a really concerning situation happening in both Germany. Yes.
I saw some very disconcerting graphic pictures on Twitter about a Kiwi being sprinkled with, what was it, soy sauce, and then
sauerkraut.
That doesn't make for a better story. Come on, this is a PG-13 stream.
Who was being sprinkled with soy sauce?
Isaac, you're
Don't worry, like they ate it with that sauce and the peel on. That's the
Oh
whole
my
drama
God.
around it.
Oh, there's so much pain in my body right now.
It's not even the thing is not even the problem that they ate with the sauce. It's like because they ate it with a peel. That's the whole drama.
So I want to hear the communication team's official policy on this. Is this even graphic enough? Jen, I feel like you should be saying something about this, given your
Something for the policy team.
also
On what?
on the Kiwis.
Oh, well, I just ate my first kiwi like a week ago, so I don't.
With
feel
or
like
without peel?
Without, obviously.
Was it that obvious?
But Jennifer has taken a side.
I don't feel I'm the best person to judge kiwis.
So did you sample kiwi for the first time due to this this hot European debate going on?
No, because you told me.
Yes, it's true. I told Jen to eat her first kiwi. I feel so proud.
I'm still imagining like a model from New Zealand showering in soy sauce. Okay.
Right? I just.
Oh no, not that kiwi, not that kind of kiwi.
Kind of ironic that our former comms lead is from New Zealand.
Are you?
Our former.
Jessica is from Jessica is from New Zealand.
Can we please finish our task? Then we can win.
Yeah, Yannick.
I mean, I'm dead, so I don't know.
Well, ghosts can still do tasks.
Draco, I feel like you should be finishing your task, you know?
I'm doing certain tasks.
Yes.
Oh, that's ironic. Comms sabotage.
Oh no.
Why would a comms person do that?
Who would? Why would you do that?
Well, I think that's a nice touch, you know, like because you're in comms.
I want a community task.
Well, I mean, if we are at it, I want an expansion task as well, you know. I mean,
Where are the sections? And the governance commission. I want job.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Victory again. Let's go.
Well done, well done.
It's funny because I asked if someone could do the test, but I was the last one that still had.
Oh
to do
my
it.
God.
I didn't know.
So
I didn't
Jen,
know I could do that.
Jen, were you an imposter? Is this what I'm seeing?
She was the one killing me.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, crew.
It was the first time that I got away with killing. Like it was.
How does that make you? Was it a thrill?
Actually, when she killed me, I was almost saying it, but then I remember, oh wait, I was supposed to say it, so I kind of managed to shut up.
I mean, that would have not been nice. Like,
No, that would have been mean.
To be honest, I was sort of hoping that David would do all the work, and you know, I was just walking around.
There was a plan, but you didn't defend me.
So wait, am I hearing this correct? Was last time the murder spree of the comms team? Because I feel like this is a genuine fear of mine, if I'm honest.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I knew who both imposters were from the moment I got killed, in the very beginning.
Aww. But you were killed.
I didn't do anything murder related until I saw Yannick.
Oh yeah.
Was it that murder inducing what Yannick did? That's painful to hear.
Well, I mean, I just saw somebody that was alone, and I was like, "This is my moment to shine," you know.
Yeah, you know, I think she saw that I'm against kiwi peel eating, so she just had to do it.
No, I think, Jen, you're you're against peel eating too, right?
Yeah, well, like, what is that? Like, no. That was the thing that put me off eating kiwis for so many years.
I know, right? So, I have to admit something. I was going for a joke with Jennifer when I tried to convince her. She saw through it.
It
I-
took me a bit though.
I was going for the suggestion that she might have to cook the kiwi before being able to eat it.
Oh
But
man,
she-
don't.
She
And
saw
she-
through it.
Well, but you dragged me along for like 5 minutes and I was asking questions like on how to cook it and stuff.
Oh man, people don't start another war. Very busy with the peel-eating kiwi people.
Well, maybe I feel a bit inspired to just do some home cooking. I have some golden kiwis which I might need to oven bake. Oh. Let's see. Also, the cam is skewed again. That's okay.
We're waiting on a 10th player, by the way.
Ooh.
Also, is there an option like to tell the game that I don't want to be an imposter? Like it's so stress-inducing for me.
I'm afraid not. Oh, Mara. There we go. And there we are. Yes. We need a 10th person. And there's Cruel Bike.
There we are, starting.
We are ready to go. Also, Slick Juice, I love your Viking helmet.
Thank you. Always gotta be a Viking.
Ooh.
Let's see. Okay.
All right.
One task down. 3 more
Yeah,
people.
I would say that this bow is an imposter. Creepy.
Are you playing something, Mara?
Wait, I gotta change this settings.
Oh.
Oh, we just kind of door. Don't have to get in. Oh.
Yeah, so I have something to say here, even though I did not call the kill. I saw Jochko coming out of a hole.
The hole?
A hole. Coming out of a hole. Yeah. That was
I came out of lab.
It's been a while. What? Sorry?
I came out of lab. Which hole?
Completely at the start.
Oh.
Yeah, you were so fast that it was kind of impossible for you to be there.
Oh, you mean like at the start of the game that I was already out of dropship?
Yeah.
That's because you can already start walking before the screen is done.
Ah, okay. I have a bit of difficulties believing that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Just try it next time. Just press S and then you'll be at the bottom.
All right. Well, I'll be sure to try that, but I am going to vote for you, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Just in case.
Oh, come on. Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
Plop. Oh!
Oh man,
I stand corrected.
So that's very suspicious now for the person who accused him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, not looking good, man.
Oh no.
You know the rules, and so do I.
Wait, who accused actually?
I did.
So I think we all know who's going next.
What? It's Lord of the Flies here. It's the right of the strongest. I'm the host here. Come on. Cut me some slack.
Ooh, playing his cards. People, why is nobody doing the test? Come on, we have to get light back on.
Because we don't want to get killed, perhaps. But I mean, I'm on my way.
Yeah, too late. I'm already in. Too slow.
Who is doing it?
Moi.
MVP, nerve for president. Holy shit, I have the most annoying task.
There we go. I do feel bad, Yochkul. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
It's okay.
Where?
It's
Very
top
cool,
right. If Draco. I was walking with Slick Juice from Electrical, and then he stopped midway.
Okay, it's not Magic Mike because he had so many chances to kill me and he did not.
well, I mean, maybe he just doing it so that
I
he can
was.
get both around.
No, but we were already alone for quite some time.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I
You
don't
can
think
just
it's.
play.
I don't think
Am
it's
I not
Slick
worth
Juice
to kill?
either. I don't think
I-
it's Mara either. Could have killed me plenty of times.
Maybe it's Jen again. I think it's Jen again.
Oh, come
It's just
on.
too bad. Yeah, I think it's Jen. Come on, people, just vote Jen. Come on, no, it's too. She's been too quiet.
This is just because, see, like, I told you, like, flag me out because now everyone thinks that I'm always the imposter. Like, even if I don't do anything wrong, I'm branded.
Who cleared Mike? Who cleared Mike?
I was completely at the bottom.
I am voting for Mike because he made a huge case before. Like,
yeah,
What?
I too am voting Mike.
There was a feature. Okay, well, suit yourself and lose, people. Flop. You're burning the cheese, but I was.
Oh man, oh man.
Yes.
I think it's Jen. It has to be Jen.
Well, why? He didn't do anything.
I mean, like you know the saying, the third time is a charm. So yeah.
Yes.
This has to be.
I mean,
this is going so well for us. I'm very proud of ourselves. This is really how political parties should behave. Oppa, Daniel and Jen.
I told you it was Jen. Come on.
I literally did nothing. Like, I just walked around.
So
Thank you, Daniel.
Daniel's a bit of a murder machine. I don't know if that's actually something you should be complimenting someone.
Mike, if you didn't kill so hard in the beginning, I would have voted Jen then. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to try your neat little trick.
By the way, I could enable anonymous votes.
Nah, this is.
But like,
This is nice.
Like I've been the imposter the whole night. Like I'm starting to think that maybe like there's something wrong.
Get the hang of it.
I'm not getting the hang of it. So the only time when I'm not voted out is because I do nothing, like just walk around. Because I'm not good.
I mean, you have plenty of time to learn, so.
Indeed. Okay, So you're right. I did try and I was out. Wow, interesting. Learned something new here today.
Yeah, poor job. Yeah, I mean, like that was a bit harsh, Mike. The poor guy.
Yeah, I feel bad. I used the powers of my
I've been voted out for far worse reasons before.
Whoa, that's problematic.
This is when you're joining random games and stuff.
Ah, of course. Nice and happy. Very toxic.
Where?
It was like on the bottom left corner of the map. I don't know what's the name, like next to the tree. Next, not like you know where the tree is.
So
like
Draco.
Draco didn't do it apparently.
Draco is very adamant about the fact that he did
That's
do
what the
it.
assassin would say.
No, it was.
I can vouch for Mara. I saw Draco walk down towards Specimen. He could have maybe vented, I don't know. But I can vouch for Mara.
Yeah,
least.
I can also vote for Zesper.
I think I'm in the office, but I'm not sure.
I can vouch for Yochku because we're like near each other before I found it. So I mean, like he came with me, you know.
So
Yeah.
are you voting for
And
someone,
not.
or are we
Yeah,
voting-
I guess it also is probably not you. I don't know.
Okay,
Keep the vote.
We're voting for Skip. Skip is very sus.
Like, oh, is this? Whoa.
I put it for Mike.
What did I do?
Looks sus, man.
Successvolle Zakenvrouw says 10 views, let the revolution begin. Thank you, Successvolle Zakenvrouw. That's I appreciate that. Well, thank you for also watching. We're playing Among Us and we're having a lot of fun. And I hope you're having a lot of fun here too.
I am not having fun. Like
No, that's fair.
I mean, it's your own fault. You have to learn how to kill people. Oh, we can see the vitals.
Dark now.
I know, perhaps you turn off the lights?
It's the Dido song, you know.
It's nobody fixing lights. I'll do it myself.
All right. Quality over quantity, am I right? Yeah. I like engaging with people. It makes for a tight-knit community. Isn't that cool? So let's see. We are in the middle of a huge crisis because the lights are turned off. Oh no. Well, only one thing to. Oh,
I
There's
saw
a body in
Carlo.
the office.
I was about to fix it.
Yeah, like I mean, I came with Joch, but then like we saw Carlo on the ground, like next to the door of like to the door, like when you go to the electricity. He was just laying there. So yeah, I did not see anybody.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's Jen, just because she has been so many times.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of feel it too.
We can just vote her out on precaution.
Yeah, let's do that. Jen,
No.
sorry.
We don't actually have evidence.
You do that, like accuse me with.
I mean, but this is tribal law. This is tribal law. There doesn't have to be evidence. Like we just do it out of gut feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it feels so good.
Anyway, I did download and specimens, so literally no one all around.
Guys,
You
can
are
you remind me
wrong.
that I have to charge my mom's car? Because I don't get it, and if I haven't charged it tomorrow, I cannot drive it. So
That's fair.
Wait,
don't
so you're
worry.
gonna like drive a bike to charge it up, or what you gonna do?
No, I live in a house, and we have like things where you can plug your car in. Oh, my mom has an electric car.
Ah, okay. I thought it was one of those, you know, like batteries that you have to like turn to
Buy
charge
a
it
bike. That sounds amazing, though. But yeah, of course, Mara, by all means.
Yeah.
And,
So one time, this was actually pretty fucked up. So my mom and I and my family basically we were driving the car while my mom was driving for me to buy my own car because I was searching for a car and we found one. It was actually pretty far away, but we were like, sure, okay, let's try. And then we, on the way back, we had okay, in front of us there was a car crash, like literally right, like less than half a kilometer away from us was a car crash. And so we were stuck in traffic for at least 2 hours. And so we were looking at our, our battery life, because I mean, it goes down and it was so cold. So we were thinking, okay, what should we do? Have a life, do not, like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, PG-13, by the way, Mara. Just letting you know. PG-13. Be a bit mindful with the cussing, please.
Yes. So we were in the car and we were thinking, okay, what should we do? Turn down the car and to be sure that we still have batteries, or keep a little bit warm. And eventually we turned down the car after an hour. And then we were driving from... Oh, okay, for the people that know the Netherlands, I live in The Hague. Follow me on Instagram. No, wait. And I was driving from the one of the most southern parts of South Holland. And so yeah.
Well.
Whoa, let's
that
go!
was smooth.
That's on you.
Really?
You could have let me finish my story.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
We
thought
had
you
to
had to
win.
go. I thought you had to go charge up your car. What
Yeah,
happened to that one?
okay, yeah.
The
That's
second you
true.
two walked into that room, I knew I was dead.
Mama, do it now as we're in between two games, no?
I should have stayed with Zestray, but then I was afraid.
And it would have been a double kill.
Yeah.
Really? You were...
Yeah.
Because I was just walking around, I was like, oh, this is going really well, but ultimately I was the only one still alive, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, fine, I guess.
No, that was a very good one. Like we were always together, so like we're just covering up for one another.
What
So
are
like,
you,
it was,
Yeah.
why are you telling your?
I mean, because well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's going to be the same again, I guess.
A
It is a
murderer
dangerous
was...
strategy though, because if you get one of us, you get both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Oh, stuff is... Ooh, next one.
Oh boy.
It's Jennifer.
Let's go both around. Where to start? She doesn't even say that it's not her, so it's her. It's her. It has to
Well,
be.
I mean, it's always me, right? So...
There you go.
There's just defeat in her voice now. That's painful to hear.
I mean, to be honest, I'm quite jealous because like I haven't been the imposter, and I mean I still am not. You will not believe me. It doesn't matter. It kind of feels like it sucks because like I mean I do want to kill people, and like I had this one.
Okay, this is problematic. Can we screen grab this?
Jennifer is so sus because she didn't do the keys at the beginning.
Yeah. And Hope didn't do that either.
I did.
I was doing the keys, and then I turned around, and there was a body, and I was like, "Wait, what
You
just
didn't do
happened?"
keys.
You didn't do the.
You didn't do
Yeah.
keys.
You didn't.
Yeah. I did keys and then went to specimen, saw like no one.
Jen, can
I
you...
swear.
Do you
I
have a
swear.
defense? Do you have a defense?
Yes. I was doing the keys, and I was actually thinking, what is this task? You know? And then I turned around, and like there was something glimpsing on my screen. It was like report, and I was like, report what? And then I saw the body. Like it was really surreal.
By the way, Hope, I also didn't see you do the keys.
Because I did it really fast.
Ah, okay.
Not everyone
but
has
I-
the keys, right?
No.
It's a common task.
I cannot I cannot be a good imposter, so it took me a while to figure out the keys. You know.
Yeah, but the keys was not that hard though.
I have to say I just ran out. So in defense of Jen, I just ran out because I learned a neat little trick because I accidentally made someone very suspect, even though that wasn't true. And now I learned that when the screen is dark, you can just run out ASAP, and that made me really happy. So now I do that all the time. So I have to run back probably too for the keys.
Yeah, but she was standing still.
Okay, there's another matter. So that's the thing, of course.
Well, but the fact that I'm a bad player doesn't make me a killer.
So Jen, I just need you to. I just want to say you need to vote. So maybe can you just Oh, this is so painful to see.
We all know it. Oh man!
Oh,
really?
That's
Oh no!
I'm so there's some pain here. And greetings back to you, Rotre Boss. Greetings back to Spain, and hopefully we will see Volt soon in your parliament. Looking forward to that. Actually, there were elections in Madrid, right?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but unfortunately we didn't get seats, right?
No, but it was a very ad hoc election, right?
I think so.
Even with all the Vox voters voting for Volt?
This hurts me so much when you say that.
Where did you find the body?
Body is in like the central hallway that goes up into it, the room that we're in right now.
I mean, the only person that said I didn't do it is dead. Like, you know.
Daniel, I can't believe you didn't see that.
Also, successful as Akava, we usually play Civilization, Risk, and now we play Among Us. It's really something which normally, where we can play a game but also talk politics in the meantime. And that's something we like to do a lot because, of course, we are Volt. And with that, can I see some purple hearts, please? Can I see some purple hearts? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Mara. I love that. And thank you for the Join Severe Darkness. Yes, thank you, Draco. Awesome. So, I've got nothing here. Yes, thank you for the purple hearts, Severe Darkness. That's awesome. I'm going to skip this vote, people. I'm sorry. I haven't got the faintest. Skipping
so you were
this
okay
one.
voting for me before, but now you're skipping. Okay.
Well, you're just no. You need to. You're pulling this in the wrong direction. I feel like no. Rather, you're just someone who attracts the eye very easily. You know. So it's both a blessing and a curse.
I swear, if I will be the imposter again, you will be the first one that dies.
Okay, I'll be sure to stick next to people. I don't want to. I've incurred the wrath of our comms lead, and this makes me genuinely a bit afraid.
You should, as you should.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And here I am, you know, finishing my tasks. So
just living the life, doing your chores. Amazing.
Yeah.
You're such a worker's person. A busy bee. Ooh, robot tree, my favorite. There's a robot tree in this level, and I love it. Yes.
But you know, the benefit of being dead is that you can finish your task without any like care.
Right, you can just.
That's true.
Do some worker man work. Oh my, we're going fast now, I guess. Okay, so I've got nothing.
Okay, so it's not just or was it
Zestray?
the previous game? Or perhaps it was from the previous game. I don't know anymore.
Where
I was doing the tree stuff.
Okay, but now we can't. I mean, it's very hard to believe someone because like almost half of the people like that we have right now is an imposter.
Yeah, so I think we should just do tribal rule and vote someone because either way we lose otherwise.
So I say Daniel's pretty sus.
Ooh, Daniel. Daniel versus Draco.
I think Draco. I don't know why, but I feel like it's him. But he could say the same about me. But like, I think it's him. Just because Yannick laughed, I think it's him.
I mean, this doesn't mean anything. I laugh all the time.
Okay, but still.
From your position, it's basically 50-50. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's that. That's that.
Just vote Draco. If you don't believe me, you can vote me next time. But please vote
Now doing her best. Ooh. Let's see.
Yes.
Nice.
We're still in the game.
Want to
Okay,
go?
but I finished all my tasks, so guys, please hurry up, maybe.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Nothing here. And there is... So, people in the chat. Let's do a little bridge here, because we have been talking about Roma people and their position in Europe this evening. Which is a big thing, because they are being discriminated against, and there's a lot of societal segregation going on. So tonight we have Yannick and Mara talking about this theme, and oh no, there's something difficult going on, and there's just something. Yeah, they have an event, which is a big one. Oh my!
Thank you.
Yeah,
oh,
it was the stray. Congratulations!
Victory.
Nice.
I believe you can just call it and vote me out immediately.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult.
Yeah,
If we want to play more matches, do we want to maybe change the map?
I think we can do a few more, but maybe we can also do a little roundup for the Twitch stream tonight, because it's 11 and it's a working day.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I think I'm going to get out of the game, and maybe we can just do a little roundup, Mara and Yannick.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so thank you so much, people. This was lovely.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thanks for having us.
With pleasure.
We
Bye.
have some amazing killers in this team.
Yeah, some killer people were involved.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jen, you don't choose the hood chooses you. So
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, so thank you so much, people. We had Yannick and Mara coming on the stream tonight, talking about the position of the Roma in Europe. We have a long way to go here, right? The Roma are, well, you can say forgotten people within Europe. They are societally excluded. They do not have a lot of representation, and they are being actively discriminated against, right? Not just it's not only culturally, where getting a job is more difficult, but it's actually institutionally in some countries where they are not even allowed the same kind of registration and privileges that people who engage in society and need to do. So thank you so much, and I would like to take this moment to say that you have an event coming on, right? Can you maybe reiterate what that is, and the goal for that, and what we should do? What can we do as people to maybe help out this cause? Someone wants to give it a go?
I can go if I'm not going. So
Yeah.
basically, it's going to be a call about Roma society in Portugal and Romania. We're going to have two guests from each country, and also two guests from Volt. So one representing both Portugal and one from Romania. And we basically want to have a call where both sides of the conversation are put together and kind of provide for a place where we can discuss the problems that we have in our societies and try to understand how we can maybe not fix them, but improve and see how we can become better together. I mean, I think that's how I would sum it up.
Yeah.
And if Mara want to add anything.
Yeah, when you said two guests, we meant two Romani guests from both countries.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, then it will be on the 31st of March.
31st.
May.
31st of May?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And we have a Facebook event on our Vote the Roma page, so you can take a look there. But it's from 7 to 8 Central European time.
All right, so that is 7 to 8 Central European time. The link has been shared in the chat as well. It's an event where we engage with Romani people just to listen and start listening what's going on there, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's one thing we should start with.
It's the big thing to start with. So, are there some takeaways that we can learn from tonight? Like, if you want to try and do something with this, what should you do? What can you do? Aside from listening, start engaging.
Yeah, involve them, like vote once, involved in politics, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So after reaching out, try to introduce them to vote, and if they want to join, help them join,
Right.
because that's what vote stands for, inclusive politics. So I would say that's the next step.
And even if, joining is not too much. Of course, joining is one of the most amazing things for us if they join, but just start with a corporation, that would be amazing. For some people, joining is a very big step, but at least that we have the possibility to work with them is for us more than valuable, and I think for them in the future as well, because we have good intentions, and I think we all want to have a very strong and careful Europe. So that only happens if we're careful for each other as well.
That makes a lot of sense. All right. Let's see. Does Unique... So, Successful Zakenvrouw asks, does Unique have an Instagram? We'll be sure to share everyone's socials on this chat as well. Maybe I can ask Draco to find those and post them here. And with that, I would like to slowly end this stream. And thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, Unique. Thank you, Mara. It was amazing to have you here. And hopefully see you again soon.
Yeah. Thank you for having us. And
yeah, thank you.
With pleasure. So, yes, there we go. It was great. And I would say have a lovely evening. And
are we offline?
Oh.
Not yet. We are actually ending this stream right now. So thank you so much. Have a good one. And good night, all.
Bye-bye.